Today I wanted to talk a little bit on this topic, which is mental health. This is a very important thing. I recently lost a very close friend. Um, he took his own life, of course. We talked on the phone probably 2 or 3 days prior to him making his decision. I've seen that happening oftentimes. I myself have gone through very heavy emotions and feelings and stuff when it comes to mental health. I would say probably anxiety, depression, and all of that. And I've seen that closely in family members, friends, subordinates, etc. I know there is a kind of like trying to avoid touching this type of topics, and meaning talking to family members and to other people about mental anxiety, mental situations, depression, etc. Because people get bored, or they would make laugh of you. They would probably, you start criticizing and being very critical and destructive about it. And some other people, like I say, get bored. Oftentimes, we don't want to pass our problems to family members because they already have their own problems. So we try to prevent them from being worried, concerned about our situations. And oftentimes, we don't want to talk. We're not the type of people that wants to disclose our intimate and internal things. However, I would think that after serious consideration on whoever is going through depression, anxiety, or any mental health problems, I would I would say that start thinking on somebody that you can really trust with that situation. Somebody that you can talk and you are totally sure that he's not going to disclose your information or whatever. But um, try to talk to somebody that understands you. If you're a veteran, call the Veteran Affairs, the hotline. If you're a martial artist, talk to your masters or older brothers. That's why they're called brothers, and that's why it is a family. Not because you know a lot of martial arts, because also your spirit and your intentions are good. Talk to a priest, whatever your religion, your beliefs. Talk to somebody. I remember that for certain things, I thought, well, this is my thing. I mean, I don't want anybody involved in such as important, personal, intimate kind of situation and problems. And the CEO told me, listen, the only thing that is personal is the situation that created that other situation or problem or issue, your mental problem. Say somebody, your partner cheated on you, your father or mother abused you, or you were sexually abused when you were a kid, whatever the situation, that is what is personal, and not even. I mean, a lot of people have gone through that. But feeling depression, feeling anxiety, feeling demotivation, or any of that, that's life. We not always can be a very good fathers or mothers, parents. We not always can be brothers and sisters that we are expected to be, and so on and so forth. And everybody has gone through that. So that's not going to make you weaker or idiotic or whatever the situation you may think that you're going to go through because you tell that type of things. And now, getting more personal, me myself, I'm not the type of people that are going to disclose that type of things. I'm not a good guy with words. That's why recording and not videotaping myself talking is beautiful and sweet to me because I'm not restrained as to whatever you want to call it. I don't know, stage panic, whatever. So that being said, I kind of rarely discuss that type of things. Actually, it's not a good thing to be talking about that a lot or with everybody because that aggravates the situation. And all I'm saying here is being studied. I'm not making stuff up. Like there are studies on that, so it's not a good thing to be reliving um, a mental situation, a depression, a problem, and go over the problem over and over and over again. The main thing is to keep your mind occupied in something else. But like I said, have one, two, three people that you can talk about it. Most time it's not the wife. That's for us men. I cannot put myself in a position for women because I don't know. I mean, and of course I don't know because that's a different. It's not that I'm not being like pejorative on that, like detriment. Um, going on that. It's just because it's a different type of mentality. I'd say a process, the mental process is totally different than from us men. If you don't think that's correct, go ahead and read and investigate yourself, do your homework. So I'm not trying to be um like the macho guy. No, I'm respecting, trying to be respectful of the women's mind. But what I'm saying here has general uh, bullet points. So please don't keep it bottled up in yourself, inside yourself. Talk to somebody. Don't wait because it usually it progresses in and takes its toll on our mind, on our relationships, and all of that. So please be always aware of what's going on. That's totally fine. There's people out there that is ready to help you, or at least listening to you would do a very good thing in getting out of that situation. And usually it's a slump. It doesn't mean that you are, um, weak or you are too sensitive or any of that. Talking about that type of shit and assuming your problems um, is is a major thing. It's brave. I'll tell you a story. There was a guy that he was in charge of a post, and then he was supposed to meet with a lot of people. This is out on the internet because it's already been disclosed. Um, so he was supposed to meet somebody. I think it was journalists or something, and he got there late. Journalists were always, were like, not always, but at that particular time, they were kind of, you know, wondering what happened and concerned because Marines, especially in the higher ranks, they're never late, but they're rarely late. They're humans, so they might be late. Um, but rarely. So he showed up, and then one of the journalists was closer to this CEO, asked him, "Hey, what happened?" And then the CEO disclosed that he was still. They were kind of discussing and getting together to see what they would do to martial court and take out of the Marine Corps a Marine that that slept in when you're supposed to be, you know, uh, on guard and on duty in that particular day. So the journalist asked him, "Well, but are you gonna throw a guy out of the Marine Corps after going through all those training and stuff or whatever because he falls asleep in this North Carolina wooden area in dark at night and cold and whatever?" And the CEO said, "No, we're not gonna throw him out of the Marine Corps because of that. We're gonna throw him out because we asked him at the very first time, did you fall asleep?" And then he said, "No." We asked him again at a different time, "Did you fall asleep?" And then he said, "No." Again, he denied falling asleep. And then when he was confronted with the facts, I don't remember if they recorded him or they have witnesses or something like that, but they had a strong case. So they presented him with the fact that he fell asleep, or he fell asleep at the time. Then he admitted that. And then the CEO proceeded to say, um, we got a we got a Marine sleeping. We got them. I mean, the guy was out for the count sleeping. We punished him, but he's still here, and he will be still here. He needs to behave better, and he's going to be, punished for whatever the action. But this other, he lied instead of assuming the problem in owning his actions. How can we, in the near future, assign him a group of people, namely a battalion, a company, a unit, or whatever? How are we going to trust him passing the right orders, the right assignments? When something happens, he's not going to be lying until presented with the facts. In other words, how are we going to be sure that in this line of job he's going to be held accountable? We can't. And we can have people like that here. So you see, we have to own not only what we do, but our own problems. I mean, that's life. And life is very short. Who cares what other people think? We're weak. We are idiots. We're gay. Who cares? In the end, they don't pay your bills. If you shoot yourself in 15 days, nobody's gonna remember you. Doesn't matter what you did. Or worst, I had this when I was doing physical therapy with people. I have this patient. He tried to kill himself with a hunting rifle, one of those, double barrel kind of thing. So that's very complicated because it's a long weapon. So he shot himself in the face, and he blew half his face, but he didn't die. Now he's half paralyzed. He can hear, he can see through one eye, and all that type of problems. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so what are the odds? And now who cares? Who's gonna take care of him? You see, now he has more problems. So that's my point. And again, I'm the first to admit that I'm I I'm like that, and I need to get to do better. But please, long message, and you take care of yourself. Bye bye.